thing as it is.
And it's a Nissan engine. Just threw up in my mouth, sorry.
Osh approved, mate. You've got a wild mind, Rod.
Oh, hold on. You got a freaking secret little pedal on the top there. What's that?
It won the second event against the Audi Quattro.
That's incredible.
We've just hooked on the trailer, we've just left the Mad Lab, and we are heading to Rod Millen's ranch, known for Leadfoot. We're gonna go buy something. I'm just gonna leave it right there. Is it for me or is it for Linc?
Or is it for me?
Yeah, it's a toy for Isaac. He needs to be able to keep up. It's a chase car for the cameras. Like, that's actually what we need to build, right?
Oh, guys, get in the comment section. Convince Mike.
Fuck. We could build a sick ass camera car.
Well, I've got some ideas. We can talk about them later.
Yeah. Like that. Slide all up. Alright. That's freaking sick. Get some jet skis out there making some noise. Straight piped. Just cheese pie for breakfast. So yeah, road trip into Rod Millen's. 2 hours from the Mad Lab, so not too far. New Zealand's a small place.
Pie challenge, and this one doesn't have the puffy pastry. I mean, it's still pretty good.
So also what's crazy on Rod's farm is that a lot of the barns and stables and everything that he's built have actually all been imported. You know, where he's found a barn in the middle of bloody Nebraska or something and has liked it. He's bought it and then shipped it all over in pieces and then rebuilt them all over his property. So even the fact that we're catching Rod whilst he's in New Zealand, because he doesn't spend much time in New Zealand and we've caught him. And today I'm also going to ask him about Leadfoot Festival. When is it coming back? Is it coming back? Main gate, which is closed. Let's get off the road.
Good morning, mate.
Good morning. We're at the master gate, mate.
Okay, we'll come across there.
Awesome, bro. See you soon. This is like the warm-up area. This is literally where the Leadfoot, like, it is his driveway. That's why he's always the fastest. It's because this is him coming to get the mail each morning. I own quite a bit here. I own a jump. I own quite a few hay bales. I own a tree, a bridge. Slowly just putting deposits on the whole place. You know, it's intrigued to see what he comes down and unlocks the gate in. Sometimes it's a race car. Sometimes it's just an old tractor. Here he comes. He's on a friggin' telehandler. Good timing. How we doing? Very good, you? Of course you're on the tool.
Yeah. No good.
Alright. So we start from here, and then you can see the jump. There's the narrower bits for the motocross bikes, and then to the left is for the stadium trucks and buggies. I tried to hit one on each wheel, and I ended up on the hay bales, half in the crowd. Here's one of the bridges I own. So this one here, I've like flicked in here in Mad Bull, and then cut this corner too much, and literally destroyed that whole thing. There's a photo right here. So under the bridge, and then we'd veer off to the left in my stadium truck, and I'd jump from that and land back on the road, like not even touch the grass when it's shaped up. But you can see just the shape, the contour. This whole bank is just full of people, and we'll see what's inside. Man, look at this old school stadium trucks. Pike's Peak world record. Just hidden away down here in New Zealand. Even the race suits, man, how freaking cool that is. Oh, that is the dream right there. Factory Mazda. How cool is this thing? And Rod and Ivan Stewart were bloody ripping. The RX3, RX7, Pike's Peak.
Alright guys, I'm here now. Here we go.
So of course I'd love to buy that. I'd love to buy that. I'd love to buy that. Probably can't afford any of those, and to be fair, I don't think Rod would actually sell any of those. I'd love to buy that. That actually Reese went for the world record first ever backflip in a truck. Pro 4,
like 90 spec Pro 4. We've got a beach buggy. Probably don't need a beach buggy. That would be really nice. Rod's definitely not going to sell that. So this one here is what we're going to load up. So this is going to be Linc's. So it's time for him to go into the next class, which he'll be racing with me in the Rumble. It's got like a full race prep. It's a Chevy 4-cylinder. What we do with the engine, not too sure yet. Now we're taking it off his hands and going to transform it back into a full race spec Pro Light for Linc to go and bang doors. Sort out the Bridgestones for some Toyos.
Yeah, no, this was, I had one really good night, opening night, I think it was in 93.
Alongside the Toyota of Rod Millen.
Qualified quickest, won all 3 races that night. 2 of them from the back of the Chevy.
It is and Ivan Stewart moving into second place. He would manage to hold on to that position behind his teammate Rod Millen.
You know, like look at the shocks on this. These are all position sensitive dampers, you know, from 30 plus years ago. Yeah, have a look.
Oh, it's like a whole cantilever swing arm style.
Yeah. A single brake on the rear, which is a 6-piston caliper.
So the momentum of the wheel spinning, and then you
if I just tapped it, it could, you know, if it was coming like that, I could just tap it and get it. You always wanted to come down slightly nose first.
Oh, hold on. You got a freaking secret little pedal on the top there. What's that?
The main pedal, the braking,
Yeah.
as per setup.
Yeah, so that'll be your 4-wheel or whatever you've got that bias.
The nature of the stadium racing was down and round, 180 round the
Yeah,
barrel
really
and back
sharp.
up. So of course everybody would put on lots of rear brake. We'd put on lots of front. So we could out-brake everybody on the front.
Yeah.
Roll to the top pedal. When you touch the top pedal, let's go the front brakes. Pedal takes a little set and puts all the pressure on the rear brakes. So the timing of that was really, really important. You could then go down, instead of being out wide to rotate around, you go right down the inside of the barrier, brake hard, roll off the front wheels. And then the rear would just come around.
We'll show some footage right here, right now, because I watched this still on YouTube. It's on there now, all your old racing.
Is it?
And yeah.
Oh, okay.
As Rod Millen takes advantage of one of Jimmy's small mistakes to get around him for the lead. And
Rod invited Linc. He was the youngest ever person to be invited to Leadfoot Festival. And we gave him a little area over the back, which we had to kind of stop pretty fast because he dusted out the entire VIP suite. It was great. Got all the VIPs out from drinking champagne and having cheese and crackers. But yeah, they got dusted out pretty bad. What is happening with Leadfoot? We coming back?
No, unfortunately. We're just doing day events now.
I might need to hire the spot for just to drift up the driveway again. Hit some jumps.
Yeah, it's still a lot of fun. You know?
Yeah.
It's a 150-year-old barn. I think it's from Ohio.
Yeah.
Well, and I found the elevator in Chicago, rope-driven elevator from the mid-1800s, so that we can raise up all our kegs of whiskey. So
Can you take us through? Have you got time to take us through a little bit of the Mazdas?
Sure. Here we've got the RX-3, which is a replica of the one I rallied in the mid-70s.
Ranked number 2 in the event, local star Rod Millen. His Mazda RX-3 is the only non-Ford in the top 10 starters, and in practice, it's been running sweetly.
We won the New Zealand Rally Championship 75, 76 and 77. Sponsored by the Mazda dealer team. Put together a program so that every car that was sold, we got $1 from the importer and $2 from the dealer. And in those days they were selling 7,000 cars a year.
Nice.
And we were able to go racing.
We find we can sort of really fire it into the corners sideways now, and even at times you can sort of start backing into the corners again.
And after winning the championship in 75, they increased that so that we got $5 per car sold. So, but of course after 77, I decided I needed a new challenge, and that's what pushed me to the
Pike.
States. And in 81 we won the championship, and we won nearly every rally in the US Pro Rally Series. And then in 82, Audi bought out their Quattro and just cleaned our clock. I talked to Mazda at the end of 82. I said, you know, the only way we can have a shot against the Audi team is if we develop our own four-wheel drive car. And they said, we have budget for that. It won the second event against the Audi Quattro.
That's incredible. And because they were turbo then, right?
Yeah.
And you're still running naturally aspirated.
Yeah, we were just still 300 horsepower, two-rotor engine, And then in '85, this car won the manufacturer's title throughout the US against the factory Audi Quattro. It was quite cool. Perhaps what made it most successful, 10,500 RPM in fifth gear, it would only go 104 mile an hour. It was all straight cut gears in the gearbox. Its acceleration was fantastic.
And fortunately, the rotary had the freaking RPM, I guess, to be able to pull that speed still.
Yeah, great memories and that. But yeah, and it's all original. The motor's been freshened and the gearbox been freshened, but from when I last rallied it in '85, we've never repainted it or did anything to it.
Yeah, man. And then this thing, obviously, Pike's Peak, buddy, what was that,
94.
94, yeah.
Yeah. From an engineering standpoint, one of the most fun cars we ever did.
You also put it in the garden here as well, I remember.
Garden, yeah, we went cutting down some hydrangeas.
I wasn't the only one going through the garden that day.
No. You know, Pike's Peak was still gravel in those days.
Kind of wish it still was now, to be
I wish
fair.
it still was. And we said, okay, how can we capture a whole lot of downforce? You can't really see it visually looking from the outside,
You
but
can see all the
underneath,
stuff under here, even just...
and up in here is another underwing.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's Venturis that start from here and run all the way out back here. And so,
wow, holy shit.
you know, keep in mind, we had to get as much downforce as we could. The El Mirage Dry Lake just out of LA, and we'd go there early in the morning and do 100-mile-an-hour passes with instrumented corners on all the suspension, so we could measure how much downforce we were getting at 100 miles an hour.
How were you capturing that?
So we had load cells on the dampers.
And this is in 1994.
94. Yeah. My business was growing. We had great engineers that we could employ to do some of our defense contracts and stuff like that, and of course then we could utilize those skills on the race cars.
So defense contracts, can we talk about that a little bit, or?
Just a little, not much.
How a Kiwi gets into this position.
Yeah. We achieved 2,000 pounds of downforce at 100 miles an hour. So essentially we were doubling the weight of the vehicle. It was all about seeing how much traction we could get on a gravel road. Given that we had 850 horsepower, even at altitude, we could move the center of pressure backwards and forwards between the wheels by just changing the aero on the car. All I had to do was come back and tell the engineers at high speed it's oversteering, understeering, or whatever, and they knew what to do, what to do to go change that. Makes lots of horsepower
and lots of noise, and just the
45 pounds of boost. When it comes into boost, it's pretty special. Especially on the gravel.
It is going to be a thrilling ride as we head for the starting line. That is unbelievable right there. Will the mark fall for the fourth time today? Yes!
We came in and broke the record by 39 seconds. And it stood for 13 years.
Yeah.
It didn't get broken until it was paid.
Don't know if we will ever see another performance like we witnessed today. You truly have been a part of auto racing history. 4 drivers lowered the record a total of 39 seconds. And it truly has become Millen's Mountain, at least until July 4th next year in 1995, when everyone again will assemble at Pikes Peak to determine who is King of the Hill.
Yeah, we might as well load this up. Load her up. Out she comes.
You got a little tongue weight.
First thing Linc said when I told him when we were looking at this truck was, does it come with the jump ramp?
Yeah, that's one way to move the truck.
Get it from your own pines and stuff
Yeah,
too?
this is all from our pines, and then we dry it and get it treated.
Obviously everyone's going to be approaching
it
it
comes
at their
back.
own pace within their business.
These things got a strange induction noise, don't they?
Yeah.
I was thinking of axing my exhaust straight off halfway down that thing.
Yeah.
Get the big extension. There's Rod's been down there.
Yeah, I went down there.
He's been down there. I've been up here.
I went off under braking.
Oh, I went off on accelerator. I've been off on here. This little tree on the side saved me from going right down into your barn.
I think I've captured the costs of retrieving that.
Yeah, so you can see flying through here, man, just...
It's fun when you get that right.
God. And then the airborne over this finish. Yeah, because it's got that cut.
There's just a little bit of
boop
boop.
And the brrr.
It's only gearing in first gear, right?
I don't own this bridge yet.
I think I'm going to let you out right here.
It's pretty wild, mate. This is what motorsport can buy you. Shit, if I lived here, mate, I'd just be popping money all day.
It's the sea.
There we go. Just the sun.
Together?
Yeah.
Wow. Hard to believe we're in New Zealand right now, right?
Yeah.
Collecting our stuff and we have to put a building around it. It's all OSHA approved.
Absolutely amazing. Milwaukee. Oh, OSHA approved, mate. And then we just buff it off on here.
It's thirsty work, so you have a little whiskey.
A little bit of whiskey in the made cup. You've got a wild mind, Rod. Very creative, mate. Shit, freaking incredible. Oh, I like how you've got, there's still a freaking charger for your phone.
No, these are... Oh, the big...
Is that a flicker?
Yeah. I like it. I cheat a little bit.
He's practical, okay? He's practical.
Oh, there it is.
So, well, enjoy the little truck there.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. Oh, Link's gonna have a freaking blast,
Yeah.
mate. Awesome.
All right.
Alright, thanks. Fucking mind blowing. You leave this place still with goosebumps, you know, it's crazy. That's what New Zealand motorsport, a Kiwi that chases his dreams. Fuck, incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yeah.
It's got a vertical gate shifter. That's fucking cool.
Yes, a 4-speed, but I don't know how that fucking
Oh
works.
yeah, just lift it up and
yeah.
bang it in and just bang, 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 bang. There's the gears.
Oh, so it's not H-pattern?
No, it's not H-pattern, it's vertical
Just-
gate shifter.
First, second, third, fourth, fifth.
Well, you're going to have to show Link how it's done, mate. We're going to have to cut this out so we can put a passenger seat in.
Oh, fucking stick them in the boot.
So he recommends just, because obviously it's been sitting for a while, so you just drop the fluids and don't know what fuel it runs on. I should find that out.
It's designed for a four-rider, eh?
Just give Link bloody rumble and all that, this one. Ideal with both guys.
It's got CDI ignition with side drive Webers. Eeved. Look at that. And it's a Nissan engine. Just threw up in my mouth, sorry.
Same as just the fucking hydraulic pump with the gear.
All the brakes are fucking gone.
Change some engine oil and just send it.
1, 2.
So then you can just go back between third and fourth.
So you'll miss second gear altogether. You've actually got a bang, bang, bang like that. Yeah, a grouse gear right at the end of your palm. And then they're back into first. It's neutral. They're cool. Where'd I put the steering wheel? Oh, there. Huh.
Alec.
Sorry, mate. I'm just too excited.
Come on.
Back foot brownie.
Piece of piss. It's made for me.
See that scribble? Actually says Alec Bell. Another one into the shop. Just another project. shit, mate. We're gonna be freaking thrashing this in no time. Today we're setting up the new simulators at home. Down, oh, hold up. Yep. Down. Oh, I've got a pedal brush. Ah. What do you think? You want to turn?
That's actually got a pedal.
Yeah, it's got 3 here. Oh. No, we get a turn in each truck, and the fastest can pick whose truck is whose. For life. Well, until I'm an old fart and can't fucking drive.
What, next week?
Just draining all the fluid out, so we've got fresh stuff because this truck's been sitting for a long time. Hopefully fire this thing into life and go for a little frickin' blat today. Oh, that clutch feels mean.
Fuel override, but we'll try it the other way.
Reese, you still got the ramp? Let's go and get some C16 so we can take it for a skid. Fuck, we'll be driving this today, you watch. Just had a phone call from Alec. Obviously we're bleeding the brakes this morning. He's just called saying the wheels are back on. That motor runs on C16s, which is ridiculous, like $300 and something for like 10 litres. If it was a rotor, like we literally drink like 20 litres in one race. And a race is not very long, it's short course racing. It's gonna be expensive. It's probably cheaper just to drop a rotor into this thing. We've got a new project that shows up on Sunday from somewhere. I feel like every episode we've got new project. Yeah, this one's pretty crazy. I've already got it outside.
Sitting up there playing with your little toy things when we've got real things to play with here. Take for a burn, mate. Battery's held with zippy ties, so she's as safe as they come.
Oh yeah, look at that. A couple of zip ties on there. I love the frickin' clamp. 4-banger.
So it's a little bit fun to start because the starter motor.
We gotta race this thing as it is. This thing hasn't been started for a long time.
Yeah, it needs a radiator taken out and serviced, and the carburetor's away to get overhauled. And
as crazy as it might sound, I don't reckon it's ready for a rotor swap yet. Thank you, Millen. This thing frickin' is sick. I got a new favourite toy. I reckon we can get this going for the racing. 3 weeks.